Hi there. Today, let's talk about Poly's Microsoft Teams room kits for any size room. You got your focus size room for maybe 1 to 2 people. And then moving up from there, maybe a 10-foot table with a small room kit that uses the Studio R30. And then moving up from there, the medium room kit for maybe a 15-foot table using Studio USB, and then the large room kits for 25-foot and above. These are completely available, ready to ship today. That's pretty unique on the market right now. There's a lot of vendors out there who are unable to ship, but we have these 3 kits are available immediately to ship right now. So kind of the differences between these are just really just the size room. So the core Teams room is the same. It's just a different peripheral that you connect via USB to it. So these devices, here's the list prices on these, and you see, so you get the kit on top based on your size room, and then you add a PC. So we have 2 PC options you can choose from. There's Lenovo or Dell as the current offers. So you just choose one or the other. There's no particular benefit. Both are available to ship immediately. So also built into all these Teams room kits is the intelligent camera capability. So it has the auto tracking built in, group framing, speaker tracking, and other modes like presentation mode. And these cameras are also able to do the multi-stream capabilities that will be coming when Microsoft's ready to release their people feed capabilities. Also built into it are amazing audio features, such as our Poly Noiseblock AI, which we're famous for, and our acoustic fence. So let's take a look at the Microsoft Teams room system. So here's the main device that the user is using. It's just this touch control called the GC8 that sits on your table. You walk into the conference room and you have just a simple one-touch join to get into the meeting. And once you're in the meeting, you have this great native experience with Microsoft. So all of your people that are invited to the meeting, you see them all show up with their color contact card. Directly from here, you can mute, you can turn your camera on and off, and you can do things that you've gotten used to using on Teams on your PC client, such as from here, I can raise my hand, I can clap, I can, thumbs up, any of that type of stuff. I can also do things like I can stop and start the recording, Teams recording from here, or I can turn on live captions. So with live captions turned on, it's now listening to everything that's being said. It's printing that to the display in the room, and it's also putting that into the transcript for the meeting so you can search on it later. So very awesome capabilities built into it. Also, a capability that's on the Poly MTRs, Teams room systems, is multi-camera support. So in the larger room, sometimes you want to have 2 different cameras, maybe pointed at different angles. So you can select from these different cameras directly with this interface, so that these cameras could be pointed in different directions, capturing different parts of the room. So also with that camera capability, we've recently added camera control to our Teams room systems. This is also very unique in the market, built right into it. So if I click on the camera controls, then right from here, I can change presets. You see my camera spinning around. So I can have different presets that point to different parts of the room. Or if I have a tracking camera that I'm using, like what's built in to a lot of these devices, then I can change the tracking mode from maybe speaker mode to group framing or turn tracking off for certain meetings. So that's built right into it. Another capability which is very important to our customers that is available on these Poly Microsoft Teams room systems is the ability to join other meeting types. Because the reality is at some point during the day, you might need to get into a Zoom or WebEx call. No problem, you can do one-click join into a Zoom meeting in the same way that you join a Teams meeting. So it's very simple to join, just one-click join, just like with Teams. Same thing with WebEx. Same exact thing. So great feature to have that capability from this one user interface to one-click join into Teams, into Zoom, into WebEx. with no need for the user to recable anything or connect their laptop or any of that. So super easy to use. All right, so let's take a look at some of the camera features that are built into these Teams room systems from Poly. So we use our Director AI capabilities to have these different tracking modes. So I can turn automatic tracking on, and that frees me up to wander around the room anywhere. And you see that it'll automatically find me in the space, pull me in nice and tight, and center me. So anywhere that I do move in the space, it will adjust and it will center me and pull me in tight. And you can decide how fast you want this tracking to happen. And so it is doing face tracking. It's looking for eyes, nose, and a moving mouth. But it's actually smarter than that. It's actually listening to figure out not just where are the faces in the room, but where's the actual conversation in the room. So how about the audio features on these devices? And all these different size rooms, we have Noiseblock AI, a Poly feature that we're kind of famous for. The ability to listen and know what human speech sounds like, pass that through transparently. But if there's any noise, we can block it automatically. So if I start typing a novel in the background and forget to mute, no problem. Can't hear that at all. Even louder stuff like this bag of chips. Can't hear it. Maracas. Can't hear that either. So the other capability that we have built in with noise blocking is what we call acoustic fence. So this is a Poly trademark capability where we're able to create a sound bubble around a certain area in your conference room. So probably your table. So we can set it up so there's basically a virtual sound curtain around just the table. So you only hear what's going on the table. And you can decide how wide you want this virtual acoustic bubble to be. So in my space here, I'm in a small space right now. So I can choose narrow for it. So I've just turned on my acoustic fence and I've set it to narrow. So it's created a virtual fence around just my conference area here. So I'm right directly in front of it, so you can hear everything I'm saying. But if I step even a few feet one way or another, you won't hear anything. So I'll count to 10 and I'll come back and you'll experience that virtual bubble. So 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. 7, 1,000. So I'm back within the bubble. So we do offer something new here, which is a USB extender. These have been on the market for some time, but been completely unavailable with supply issues. And we have solved this issue. So later this month, in the month of June, we expect to have large stock, probably the largest stock in the industry of USB extenders. So if you do need to extend, we have a part number for that. And the other thing that we've added in along with that is this BYOD kit. So if you are using the Teams room system and maybe you want the ability to connect your laptop and make a call that's something other than Teams, Zoom, or WebEx, maybe, I don't know, GoToMeeting or something like that, then you will be able to do that with this BYOD kit. So with the BYOD kit, you get the extender and you also get this USB switch that automatically switches when you plug in your own laptop, and it uses whatever peripherals you have connected for your laptop. Please do take a look at the Microsoft Teams room systems. Customers are moving to Microsoft Teams in large numbers, and there's very little availability in the industry for these Teams room systems. So Poly's in a unique situation where we actually have these available to ship immediately and should have them all quarter to ship.